Rather recently, a Riot Games designer posted what some would call a classic Riot hot take. It comes in the form of an analogy which illustrates a rather interesting paradox, a phenomenon prevalent in most online multiplayer games, but in none as much as League of Legends. At least that would have been the case if the analogy was accurate. So let's carry on that analogy. But first, this is not intended as a personal attack. Unless you think it is, I'd rather not argue with Twitter users. So let's say hypothetically we are sitting in this restaurant and I order one bowl of League of Ramen. I reminisce in its previous wondrous flavor. Immediately I have to wait for 9 other people to order the ramen before the chef starts cooking. Okay, whatever, the restaurant is full, and TFT biscuits get stale pretty quickly. So sure, but then some dumbass decides to cancel his order because he didn't get an extra piece of pork, or because 5 other people had slightly fresher eggs. Then, the chef proceeds to dump the half-finished broth and starts over. But fine, I finally get my order. But then another customer comes up and decides to spit in my bowl. In this time of need, I ask the staff for assistance, but they couldn't care less. But what's this? I can't get a refund? I can't even leave without finishing, because then I will get banned? Bullshit. 5 minutes later, 2 other customers get into a fist fight, usual restaurant stuff. Knock over my bowl. And from the staff, still nothing, and I'm expected to clean that up.
But I'm not done yet!
In this hypothetical situation, let us suppose that eating the same dish over and over gets boring. So periodically the chef spices it up by changing the recipe. What could it be? A delightful and refreshing new flavor. Maybe a new ingredient. But then, they just randomly decide to completely change an aspect, making it barely recognizable. And if they really feel wild after a night of Indian food, they decide to take a massive dump all over it. And when you complain, all you get is the silent middle finger. So why, by my own free will, would I return to this restaurant? Is it because they put coke in the food and I'm hooked? Maybe. Or is it because I know how good the food can be, and I still have hope that eventually someone would listen? Wouldn't that be lame? Okay, enough rant. Next vid. Hopefully soon once I stop procrastinating. That's it.